At social services, phone did ring. Again, I answered the blasted thing. I said...
John Holbrook says he knows a little about a lot and writes poems about it.
You can't get by with nary a scratch when you run naked through a blackberry patch.
For the past several years, John has dedicated most of his idle hours writing poetry for the common man. It may not be beautiful, but it is interesting.
I almost grabbed my dog by the pouch when he peed upon my couch. I just thought, a teacher I'll be. I'll teach my dog to use a tree.
And you're one fellow who can make it all rhyme.
I can make it all rhyme, and that's no lie. And I'll probably do it till the day I die. You cough, you sneeze, you sure do spew. And that's just one symptom of this old flu. Well, every day, just about it, somebody says, you're crazy. And I'm glad to say that, because I'm doing what I'm wanting to do, and doing what I'm set out to do is to make them laugh. Point him the way or whatever.
His Mount Vernon, Kentucky home certainly provides the peace and quiet he needs to create his silly sonnets, which include memories of his childhood facilities.
I think the time I really liked best was when I went to this little room to rest. I had never seen such a chair. In the center was water and air.
You write about outhouses and stuff.
I write about anything. I was sure full with glee when you finally came to interview me.
You really mean it?
Sure I do.
His poems past litter his kitchen table, and you can always tell when John's at work. His typewriter sounds like a 47 Buick.
You know what kind of system I use in typing? It's a Columbus system. Let's hunt for it, find it, and land on it. There he stood with 2 wet feet, and he wanted them dry, but he had no heat. I guess there's too much sadness in this world, and people need to laugh a little more.
I knew it before we were through that our newest friend John would have us talking this way too. We made it to our car almost without a fuss, and sure enough, there was John waiting for us.
This TV crew came to see how I'd be. They were nice and quite a bunch, so I invited them to have some lunch. Lunch consisted of corn on the cob. The cameraman was Brad, so he was not Bob.
The end.
The end.